You're looking at a live image of an investigation underway here in the Rancho Tesoro area of Santa Clarita. Now you can see deputies with their weapons drawn surrounding a home. Now this is all for a reported home invasion. A woman, possibly the homeowner, had reported hearing a male adult inside the house. She was on the balcony just a second ago. What looked like she was trying to make contact with some people on the ground. The neighbors were in the backyard trying to figure out who was inside the house. But as you can see, deputies with their weapons drawn aren't taking any chances right now. And right now they're really just preparing for, you know, kind of that worst case scenario in case there is someone inside the home. But the Aero Bureau, Air 29, is up above, circling around the house. You can see they are lighting the area up with their night sun. We're going to pull out just a second so you can see it's this home here that's being lit by the night sun. And once again, that's from Air 29, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department's Aero Bureau, up ahead. And they were here within a minute of that call coming out, and deputies from multiple places around town coming in with their cruisers. I can show you just a second. I'm going to pull her out, and so you can get a better look at what is going on. You have the street here blocked off, and we're just off of what looks like Reyes Adobe Drive here in Valencia, which comes off of I think Avenida Rancho Tesoro. So we're kind of getting a map to try to look at some of the streets here, but this is Reyes Adobe Drive here in the Valencia area. You can see deputies still manning their positions outside the home. And as a note, this is a delayed feed, so we're not really trying to give away any of their tactical positions, so we delay our feed sometimes up to 4 to 5 minutes in some cases. In this case, we're trying to delay it as much as we can. That way we don't give away any of their tactical advantages. But deputies have this house fully surrounded from all sides, and they have their AR-15 rifles out as well. And as I said earlier, they're not really taking any chances. That caller, once again, calling 911 to report that she heard a male voice yelling on the first floor of the home, and called 911 to report that. Deputies coming in, and Air 29 here within the first minute, circling, orbiting this neighborhood, orbiting this home, and keeping it lit with their night sun. And as we await word as to whether or not someone was inside, but someone did drive in just a second ago to give what we believe was a key to the deputies. And this might possibly be, could be the woman's husband, could be a family member. No confirmation on the relationship with this person who came up, but that person handed deputies an object and then backed away. And those deputies coming in with their AR-15 rifles and surrounding the area. But Air 29 still on scene. You can see they're flooding us with their light right now, taking a look at the situation. But they've been searching around the house, but keeping that aerial perspective is their most important duty at this point. And that really gives deputies on the ground that 360-degree view. So not only do they have the ground, but that helicopter can also position the deputies on the ground, tell them, you know, hey, take a couple steps to your right, go a few feet over. You know, there's a vulnerable area here. And they're able to really just keep an eye out for the deputies on the ground, but not only keep an eye out for them, but to look to make sure none of the suspects are getting away if, in fact, there is someone inside. Still no confirmation on if someone was inside the home, but that caller reporting that they heard a male adult voice yelling on the first floor, that frantic 911 call that none of us ever really want to ever make. But this person having to make that call tonight, and deputies right now are going to be making entry into the home and doing what they call a protective sweep. They're going to be going through and clearing every single nook and cranny of that house right now as Air 29 continues to circle up above. I can tell you a lot of the neighbors are gathering here outside the home to keep an eye out to see what's going on, because as you would expect, Air 29 orbits rather low, and this home being in a canyon, somewhat of a canyon, that sound really does echo and reverberate throughout the neighborhood. So a lot of people coming outside and saying, you know what, there's a helicopter in the area. They look outside and they see about a half dozen sheriff's patrol vehicles here. But I can tell you, when I first arrived on the scene, deputies were also pulling up just behind me, and they were running back to their cars to grab their AR-15s, and you could hear them getting them ready. That sound that really does send a shiver up your spine of, you know, that kind of gives you an idea as to how serious the situation is for them, but also how serious the situation is for the homeowners here. Still no confirmation as to whether or not there's a person inside the house, as deputies still work to conduct their protective sweep. But once again, this is a reminder, this is a delayed feed, so you're seeing this at about a couple minutes delay. and that's to protect the tactical positions of the deputies here at the scene. You know, we look at it this way, you're still getting the same information, but just at a bit of a delay. So that's something that we kind of, you know, have worked out from the ground. And it's one of our things that we try to do to help, you know, situations come back peacefully. But just in case, you know, there were ever to be a suspect watching, that's kind of one of the things that we think about when we're here at these scenes. Because, you know, you want to really think about everything in a bigger picture, and that's what these deputies do every day, is they look at everything in a bigger picture. You know, in some cases, some people might say, oh, you know, it could have been a TV, or it could have been this. You never know. You know, we were asked the other day during a gunpoint detainment of a stolen vehicle why there were so many deputies required to conduct that operation. And I quite simply told them, you know, you never know. They never know what's inside. You don't know, you know, what could possibly be inside that car. And in this situation, they don't know what could possibly be inside this home. But once again, this is a live image of an investigation underway here on Reyes Adobe Drive, just off of Avenida Rancho Tesoro in the Tesoro de Valle neighborhood of Santa Clarita. This area really considered somewhat North Valencia, Tesoro de Valle, and whatever, you know, you want to kind of give these neighborhoods a name. That's where we are right now, where deputies are conducting an operation as a result of a 911 call placed just a short time ago, with that caller reporting hearing a male adult voice yelling from the first floor of their home. So they're treating this almost as if it's a home invasion in progress. So what they call a 459 or a burglary, really escalating to, you know, they're treating this, as I said, as a home invasion. So it really does up the ante with a possible person being inside the home, but still no confirmation of any sort of if there is someone indeed in the home. But that's what deputies are working to confirm right now. A lot of people wondering what was going on as Air 29 circles up above, but I can tell you Air 29, sometimes that helicopter is a dead giveaway for some activity going on the ground. So a lot of people coming outside, seeing these patrol cars here and wondering what in the world is going on in their neighborhood. But I can tell you there's about, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 patrol cars that I can see here at the scene, plus Air 29, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department's Aero Bureau up above. And you can see some of the deputies on the ground. They're holstering their weapons, so more than likely what's going to happen is Air 29 is going to bug out, and that's what they're doing right now. So most likely this was given an all clear, and most likely they did not find anybody inside, but we're going to be working to confirm that information in just a short period of time. But Air 29 disappearing into the dark night sky, going back to patrolling the Santa Clarita Valley and North LA County, including Palmdale and Lancaster. And it looks like the sheriff's deputies are coming back to talk to the gentleman who arrived here on the scene to hand them something, which we believe to be one of the homeowners involved here. But for now, we're going to work to confirm what exactly took place and whether or not they did find someone inside. But for now, reporting live here off of Reyes Adobe Drive in Tesoro de Valle, this is Austin Dave.